Hey guys, so today we are gonna pick up where we left off yesterday, solving linear equations. So yesterday we practiced solving with fractions, and then you guys had your homework and you turned that in today for bell work. Now we're gonna move on to kind of solving multi-step equations while combining like terms as well. So I'm going to go through some and walk you through them. You guys can follow along and write on your paper, and then I'll have you do an example or two by yourself, and then I'll show you how I did it after. So the first one, number 17, I'm going to start by drawing my line, and I'm going to combine. I see a 6x and a negative 8x, so we have negative 2x plus 3 equals 13. I'm going to subtract that 3 from both sides, so we're left with 2x, negative 2x is equal to 10. Then we are going to divide both sides by negative 2, and we are left with x equals negative 5. Okay? So if you guys want to circle things or use different colors, like I do, to recognize the terms I need to combine, go ahead and feel free to do so. Alright, so number 18, I'll draw my line. I'm going to combine my 2x and 3x to have 5x minus 7 equals 13. Going to add 7 to both sides. We're left with 5x equals 20. Divide by 5, those 5's cancel. Divide by 5, and we are left with x equals 4. Alright, if I'm going too fast, make sure that you guys are pausing and listening to the problem again. Third one here. Draw my line. I'm going to combine 8x and negative 7x. So that 8 minus 7 gives us 1x plus 12 equals 28. We're going to subtract 12, subtract 12. We are left with x equals 16. 16. Okay, so I'll give you guys a minute to catch up there, and then we'll move on to number 20. So in number 20, we have two fractions that are being subtracted, but they have different denominators. So I'm going to start out by finding that common denominator of 12. 4 times 3 gives us 12, so we're going to multiply the top by 3. 3 times 4 gives us 12, so we're going to multiply the 2 by 4 to get, let me erase that real quick, to get 8. 3 minus 8 is negative 5/12 x. It's equal to 2. So in order to get rid of this in front of the x, we need to multiply by the reciprocal. So negative 12 over 5. Negative 12 over 5. 2 over 1. So x equals 2 times 12 gives us 24. And 1 times 5 gives us 5. So our answer is x equals negative 24 fifths. Okay? I'm going to give you guys a minute to pause and solve number 21 yourself. Alright, so if you have resumed the video, you should have solved number 21. We're going to combine our 9x and negative 4x to get 5x plus 6 is 31. We're going to subtract 6 5x equals 25. I'm going to divide by 5, and x is equal to 5. Okay, so for number 21, you should have gotten x equals 5. Now I want you guys to pause again and do number 22 on your own. Alright, so if you guys are back, you should have solved number 22. We are going to start, use a brighter color so you can see better. Okay, so we need to find a common denominator here. So I'm going to use 20. 5 times 4 gives us 20, so 2 times 4 gives us 8. 4 times 5 gives us 20. 1 times 5 is 5. 8 plus 5 gives us 13 over 20x. It's equal to 7. So we need to multiply by 20 over 13 to cancel those. 20 over 13, put that over 1. So x is equal to 20 times 7 gives us 140. 1 times 13 gives us 13. So that is our final answer there. Alright, so if you need to pause and catch up on those, go ahead and do so now. And I'm going to erase and move down to the next section. So now we're talking about multi-step equations, and we're kind of adding in the distributive property. So we've been talking about this between last week and this week. So you should be familiar with the distributive property. For number 23, I see that -2 outside of the parentheses. So that -2 needs to be distributed. -2 times 3 gives us -6. And -2 times -d gives us +2d, and that is equal to 4. And then we're going to add 6 to both sides, sorry. So we're left with 2d is equal to 10. We're going to divide both sides by 2 so that those 2's cancel. And we're left with d equals 5. So that's what you should have gotten for number 23, d equals 5. Alright, so we're going to move on to number 24. We have that 5y by itself, so we're going to just bring that down. We're going to distribute our -2. -2 times y is -2y. Distribute here. -2 times -6 is +12, and that's equal to 33. So I see a 5y and a -2y, so that gives us a +3y plus our 12 equals 33. Now we're going to subtract 12 from both sides. Those cancel. We're left with 3y equals 21. Divide by 3, those 3's cancel. Divide by 3, y is equal to 7. And now for number 25, yes, number 25, I'm going to have you try it on your own. Remember that negative means we have -1 in front of the parentheses. Alright, so now you guys should be back. You should have solved number 25. I'm going to walk you through it. So that -1 needs to be distributed here. We're going to bring down our 9 and our 6 because we're not working with those yet. Negative 1 times x gives us negative x. Negative 1 times 2 gives us negative 2. Draw our line. 6 minus 2 is 4. Equal to 9. We're going to subtract 4 from both sides. We're left with 5 equals negative x. Now we always want our x to be positive, so we need to multiply both sides by negative 1. So that's because when we multiply here, so when we multiply negative x and negative 1, we're multiplying two negatives. So that gives us a positive x. And negative 1 times 5 gives us negative 5. So you should get x equals negative 5 for number 25. And that is all for our notes today. If you guys need to rewind, rewatch any of the problems, go ahead and do so now. If you have any questions for me when you're done watching this, you can email me. You can, if you're online, you can put a question in the chat, or you can come up to my desk right now during class while we wait for everybody else to finish notes. And we will do an activity following this in class. Thank you.